Command 3.
Всем привет. Вам слышно вообще что-нибудь?
Okay, now I should hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hey, man.
Yeah, me as well.
Hey.
Hi.
Yeah, cool stuff. I should get my beer from my fridge.
Yeah, me too.
It actually works quite well even in the browser.
Yeah, this is pretty cool. Yeah, what is this?
Yeah, and also with even on my mobile browser, so I'm super surprised. Yeah.
Is yeah, really good. Although I don't see how I can make it full screen on the browser.
Nice. Yeah. I saw that website before, and I was also eager to try how it works because we have to move a lot of activities to online, and yeah, also a good point that Dennis is trying out it now.
Yeah. What do you do? Are you in IT as well?
Sorry?
Are you in IT as well? IT?
You mean the company?
Yeah. What are you doing? What are you working?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm Mikael. I also based in Amsterdam. I'm originally from Moscow. I work for ING.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. And where are you from?
in Macedonia.
Okay.
I work for Philips.
Okay, but also in Amsterdam.
Yeah, in Amsterdam. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so you guys switched to remote work for last 2 weeks also?
I've been working remotely for the last 2 years, so for me nothing changed.
Okay.
But yeah, of course, Philips is everybody. Like I'm actually living across the. Do you know where the Philips building is?
Well, I guess there are many buildings.
Well, there is one headquarters here in Amsterdam, which is next to Amstel station. Next to that, the big building, there is Rabobank there as well. I think Dennis
I got it. Yeah. I know what you mean.
So I actually live on the building opposite it. If I go on my terrace, I can just see the Philips building, and like no one there, like empty, nothing.
Yeah, I was passing by this region today. I went for cycling, and yeah, I think it's pretty pleasant weather nowadays. So I spent like 3 hours cycling, and yeah, saw a lot of people. Well,
Yeah.
much less than you would expect in good weather, of course.
Yeah. Where do you cycle? I usually like go. Do you know there is like a small town called Oudekerk aan de Amstel?
I think yeah, it's also like if you go from Amstel, how do you say it, to the other side, and there is like a park that way. You mean?
Yeah, just follow Amstel. You just kind of follow. Amstel has a
Yeah. There is a park, right? Like not a park, but like a kind of no buildings at least. Not a park, but more like a village kind of countryside. Yeah, on the Amstel.
Yeah, it's so beautiful. Yeah, I just like go there and I go to the town. I go to the actual town, the small town, and then I come. It's a very nice place.
Oh, it's a pleasant route, definitely. Yeah. No, today I didn't do any specific workout plans. We just recently bought a new bike to my wife, and it's actually quite good. So I was just enjoying the cycling, the feats, the Dames feet.
Oh, really? Damasvitz. Okay,
It's pretty cool.
What
It has
are
a
they
wide.
drinking?
I'm drinking Heineken, unfortunately.
Heineken. Oh my god, man! But you just got a Dutch passport, so you can drink Heineken now.
There you go.
got passport. Wow! Congratulations.
Thanks.
In my case, I guess it will be delayed because of the fucking corona.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, everything's delayed. Everything's on pause.
Yeah, except for our age of our lives.
Yeah. I have something different today. I pay 2 + 3. No, I pay 5 probably.
Looks cool.
Where is it? Is it Belgium? What is it?
Yes, actually, it's Belgium.
Yeah.
Oh my god! No!
What?
No!
It's Poland.
No! It's alcohol free. Shouldn't be like that. I have another one.
It's
I
called
have
IPA.
gin.
What does the IPA stand for?
India Pale Ale.
Yeah, but really, you cannot make an alcohol-free IPA. That's impossible.
They managed. It's shit.
But you can, I guess you easily could recognize it by the taste, right, Dennis?
Yeah, it's something similar to IPA. Nah.
At least now Heineken, huh? Now Heineken is better in this case.
Heineken is amazing. It's not bad. I mean, yeah.
Yesterday I had really good one. It was Grolsch Lentebok. We had good discounts on it in Albert Heijn, so I had like 3 or 4 of them. So today I'm with my tea.
Okay, sure. So how are things in Nigeria? Are they disrupted a bit with this virus thing, or it's just normal?
Albert Heijn.
No, in ING. Like where you
the first week was quite hectic. We were switching to that work remotely, basically group by group. First day it was about 8,000 working remotely. But this week, 95% switched to work remotely. It's about more than 20,000 people working remotely.
Wow, yeah.
And it's okay, basically. Well, I mean, yeah, there are adjustments to the way you conduct meetings and the way you, do stuff. But it's now it looks like quite seamless. But I was a bit stressed in the end of last week, but now it's fine.
Yeah, for me everything changed. Not like the way of working, because I was anyway working remotely from anywhere. But like all of the projects stopped, so everything like was taken over, because Philips does medical stuff, right? So everything was taken over by this virus. So like all the hospitals started asking, how do we make dashboards, for the patients? How do we get the symptoms? How do we get stuff? How do we do telehealth? So everything switched to like deliver these projects very fast. It's been crazy. Even like when we're working on a device, it's like a sticker. It has a 30-day battery, and you just stick it to your chest, and then it connects to your mobile device, and it kind of gives information about your temperature, your respiratory rate, your heart rate. So basically, you can monitor, how people, like we had that for other purpose, but now we're like, hey, what if we get that device and you have this one and you have this one? So let's try to, like put something together.
Yeah.
So the hospitals, it's crazy.
That sounds very interesting.
It is interesting. It's better than what I was doing. So that's a positive effect.
Yeah. Have you seen the graph for unemployment rate in US?
No. What is it?
I'll drop you just a second.
Oh, you can share it even here, right?
Can you share also a screen here, Dennis?
Yeah, it's a show screen.
Because I'm on my mobile, I can't open many windows. Well, I can, but it will be then super tiny.
No, let me help.
Yeah, it's the same here with Zeza payers, right? They basically lay off all the servants in cafes and stuff like that. So people are out of job, but it's a bit different here in terms of the regulations. But in US, nobody owes you anything.
You will be able to recognize.
Oh wow, that's so cool.
It's unemployment rate through the last 50 years, right? And then it's a 70, 74, blah, 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 some crisis. This is a crisis of 2007, 2008. But then you still can't recognize really what we are heading towards too. So this is still unemployment rate like a year ago, 2 years ago, like a few months ago. And we are coming to the highest ever unemployment rate in US with this is the point, actually. Do you see?
Yeah, I could not recognize that's the graph there. That's the peak in the end.
It's actually a peak.
Fucking crazy. 3 million. Yeah.
It's crazy, and like where the world is moving, it's really hard to say now.
No. It's gonna stabilize, man. Come on. I mean, it's gonna pass. It's gonna pass one way or the other. It's gonna pass.
It's gonna pass, but many companies are going to be gone by that time, and many fields are going to be changed forever.
Sure, but it's gonna again, bounce back at some point.
Of course, especially for people who make medical software. It's just hardware.
Sure, yeah, but again, it's gonna pass. I was like, even like when this started, everybody was like, "Oh, okay, we have to stay 1 week," and then I opened this H1N1 timeline. What happened with H1N1 from the World Health Organization? It had a timeline how things develop. and I think this is going to be the same. Did you know that H1N1, or known as bird flu, have infected 25% of the population?
Is it a plan?
What?
Is this a plan or what?
A plan?
No, you're saying
down or something.
No. H1N1, you know, the bird flu that happened 2009.
Yeah, I got what you mean.
10 years ago.
Dennis is very young. He was not born at that day.
There you go.
Yeah,
They
it's good for me.
actually infected 25% of the population, you know. And then it happened like this. It went in April up, then it went down in June, then it peaked again in the October, you know, flu season, and then it went down again, and then they figured out the vaccine, you know, Tamiflu. So I guess it's gonna be the same. But it's gonna be a very weird year, I think.
Yeah, exactly.
Very fucked up.
Oh yeah, especially travel-wise. I think it's.
I'm really suffering, huh? So I'm a traveler. Dennis as well is the same.
But you can travel to Amsterdam.
Yeah.
Are you sure there's no border there now?
No, there might be a border control on the border with Amsterdam. Like, hey, no, sorry, you are leaving Amsterdam area.
With the temperature matter, huh? Checking your temperature.
Oh fuck! It was so scary flying. Like I was flying 2 weeks before.
When did you came back?
It's exactly 2 weeks. I was my flight was Friday. I was departing from Bali last 2 Fridays.
Yeah, I was in Macedonia. You know, like 2 weeks ago, exactly 2 weeks ago, I was in Macedonia, and then everything had changed like in like 2-3 days. You know, like everything changed in 2-3 days. Like, and I managed to get with one of the last flights because Macedonia closed the border very quickly. You know,
I can imagine.
Yeah.
All these countries are really very scary about getting more. It's inevitable, but still, I mean.
Yeah, but you know they're doing good because you know if they let it through, I mean that healthcare system cannot sustain it at all.
Exactly.
So, but anyway, I was like flying, and you could see, you know, the weirdness in people's faces, you know, when they're sitting next to each other. And and after that happened 1 week ago. Then I wake up in the middle of the night. I start having fever, and I'm like, fuck. Do I have it?
Started reading like what's lethality on my age.
Yeah, and I was like, okay, like you know, I was like, fuck, you know. I you know, I just feel like not so, cannot sleep. I wake up and then get up, like got my temperature 37.3. It was like that from Chernobyl. Not great, but not bad, you know, like just, you know, in the middle. Not too terrible, not too great. And I'm like, fuck, you know, and then it shoots up by the evening to 39, you know, my fucking fever.
Oh my God.
And then I was like, it's like someone hit me with a baseball bat. And then paracetamol just like brings it back to 38, you know, just doesn't do anything, you know, just like makes it better. And then after 1 day it just disappeared as it came.
But that could be it, you know. You just had a easier form or something.
It could,
because not everybody has a full, lungs problem. Yeah,
but I don't know whether it was that, because I cannot get tested, you know, because you know. But like no cough at all. No sneezing, just fucking fever.
Yeah. There's only one way to figure out, right? If you get another one or not.
Yeah, no, I hope they make these tests more available, and I think it's gonna happen like that. There should be very fast tests, and I think this is how the world is gonna work in the next year. If you want
I
to
was
test,
surprised that the test takes 2 days. That's ridiculous.
there is now a new test that takes 2 hours.
Okay, that's because a friend of a friend in Moscow, he got it just a day ago, and basically he had a fever, some lungs, chest pain and stuff. And then they asked like a doctors. They say, yeah, it's a basic flu, ORV, Dennis. And then they asked to make a test, and they said, we'll do it, no problem. And then while they were waiting for results, they kept living as normal, and then now they have to
Imagine
basically.
astronauts get into his apartment like,
Yeah. Now the guy is in hospital with the machine, for breathing.
Right.
Yeah, so that was on Facebook of that friend of a friend. So yeah, that's now at least I have. Well, it's not good, but at least I have a person whom I theoretically know, because previously it was just somewhere on the horizon. Some people in China, some people in
Yeah.
whatever, Italy. Yeah, it's getting
but
closer.
I think the whole data about coronavirus is pretty much fucked up.
Yeah, totally. I mean, they usually they say like probably we only detect 1 out of 5 cases.
I would say 1 of 20 or 100. I think so. Yeah, I don't know. It's my just wild guess, but
I mean, if we give it only 10 tests, the maximum you can get is 10, right? You cannot get 20. You can easily control by the amount of the tests you have.
That's true. Yeah.
But
I mean, I think that now they have more producing much more tests, so it should be. Yeah.
No, it will work out in a month. Like everybody's gonna start producing this point of care test. Like when you go to get tested for AIDS. I don't know whether you ever did it, but I did it. For example, I was in Bangkok, right? They do it, and everywhere you go, they do it in 10 minutes. That's AIDS. They should do the same with this. So like point of care tests. So you can just anywhere. Close by to just go to your GP and just like in 10 minutes, And I think
I didn't know that's so fast. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's now being produced, So.
Yeah, that what was it? That Terranos was giving us hope to have so many tests from one piece of blood, but that was a fake. Huh?
Yeah, I watched that documentary on my airplane, and when I was going somewhere, I don't know. It was pretty cool documentary.
Yeah, nowadays it's becoming popular to have documentaries. Like there was one on GraphQL, then there was a Vue.js documentary.
That's the same company doing that.
Huh?
It's the same company doing.
Okay.
They just decided, okay, that's how it is.
Yeah. Cool.
Watched any nice movies recently, guys?
Like
I have two. First one, I don't know the exact English phrase, but it's our mothers, our fathers. It's like 3 series about the German.
It's a really good one. I know it.
Wow, that was amazing! Really, I mean, we watched the whole 3 in one go. It is so well, filmed. So good actors playing. So that's definitely.
What is the name?
Onze moeders, onze vaders.
Oh, it's Dutch?
It's German.
Nee, it's
okay.
But it's available in English translation, and it's basically about the generation which was affected by Nazi regime, and people who were serving Nazi regime and then fighting for Nazi regime, working in hospitals. So it's like a very basic people who just got to military and medical service. And so it's basically the war, which is filmed from the Nazi side, and it's not heroized at all. Like it's just like people are doing what they have to do because they got into this mode, and they just serve the regime as anyone else is doing. And
like what's happening? Yeah, like you have a group of friends, like friends from childhood times, and they do their roles. Yeah, it's like when people complaining about what's happening right now. You can always portray them the situation when it was let's say 1940 or 1912. Then it was also something big happening with the world, and it was definitely much more how to say dangerous and bloody and stuff. So what we have now is just stay at home and everything will go back within a year or so.
Yeah, that's true. I always remember when my grandma was used to telling me stories, right? Like she had to like walk from one country to the other. She was born in Greece, but she had to walk because she was chased. She had to run to go to cross the border in Macedonia, which is today, and then just like build a house there and start planting tobacco. That's quite difficult. Like what we have now. Yeah. So
so it's every generation can have some kind of a worldwide problem, and maybe that's the one for us. So hopefully it won't get bigger than it is.
No, it cannot. I mean, it will just pass one way or the other.
Exactly. Yeah. So that's I tried the same thing yesterday with my ex colleagues from another department, because basically from January I started a new role in another department of ING, and I have really good connection with my guys from a previous department, and we also try to do this Skype or Zoom virtual drinks Thursday. Thursday is always a day when people have some drinks in office, because on Friday, even if you're working, then nobody cares, kind of. That mentality, right? Yes. So basically, out of a group of maybe 15 where we announced it, there were about 5 guys in the call. So the same statistics I see here.
Yeah.
So it's people are not bored enough to start doing that for real, eh?
I don't know. Yeah, maybe, or they just like say like, I just want to lie down or something. I don't know, like watch TV or whatever.
I think it will be more popular with every week passing in lockdown.
Yeah, I think Hangouts can also do this, right?
Yeah, I tried to run. I'm not sure if we can. We can try Zoom. I mean,
40 minutes max on a free account.
In Zoom.
Yeah.
Hangouts is like free forever, right?
Hangouts, yes, but I'm not sure you can just start.
I mean, I've been using Hangouts for so long, and from Google, Hangouts.google.
Yeah, but I think they actually, it's interesting, but I think that Hangouts now doesn't work anymore, so they officially shut down, but they keep working.
What they do?
Yeah, it's.
Yeah, but this one has a very nice, throughput. Look at it.
Well, it works. It just literally works and nothing more.
No fancy UI, no nothing.
The biggest problem with it is that it doesn't allow us to arrange. So it basically streams to your laptop, and it doesn't allow to arrange everything. So there is a lot of space which is not used. And it works.
Yeah, you mean like
Space? You mean what space?
But you see, there is a lot of black space on the screen.
But
I
can
just
you?
don't.
Well, in my case, it's like half of the screen is our 3 pictures, and another half of the screen on mobile is just fucking text saying you are in the show.
Crazy.
Yes,
Yeah.
I see like these pictures.
Yeah, that's so weird that you cannot make it full screen.
Maybe I can. I just never tried. Oh, yeah, probably.
Oh,
Wow, that's even better.
Can you make it full screen in your no on your laptop, Dennis? Do you have like some control you can make it?
yeah, there should be something.
I don't want to like make it, with the inspector to cut out the other diffs.
Yeah.
I can do that, but
I definitely can make someone a solo, but it's not what we are looking for, right? Yes, there is.
how difficult it is to put a full screen button, right?
I think there should be even automatics, like you entering and you are being switched to interesting. Yeah, I don't know, guys.
No, it's fine.
And you can also replace that logo. It's a default logo. You can put something fancy there, right?
Yeah, let's do it. Sure. And the color should be red color because
that's cool.
it's our.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay, you're on my team.
You switched to some separate device. Oh, now I can hear myself. That's shit.
Oh, sorry.
They do not allow me until I pay. No branding.
Okay.
Now there is an overlay. Yeah, life is StreamYard.
Also, our friends from how do you call it? Vue / front-end developer love conference and stuff. They use this software to do the meetups nowadays.
Yeah, StreamYard. Really?
Yeah. But they had a paid version, so you can have some nice background and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, I was using Zoom for more than 2 years for all the webinars that I'm conducting. But for, let's say, work-related activities, people say it's not the best tool because it's like, scrapes all the information, like what apps you have on your laptop, what is your geoposition and stuff. Somebody told me that. So, but I mean, now it's too late if you are using it for 2 years, but some people have privacy concerns about it.
Yeah, but have you seen what's the stock price of Zoom now?
Even Slack is going very good. Slack had nothing to do with video.
I was telling a friend of mine is trading, and I was like, 1 month ago, I told him, hey guy, I mean, like any kind of communication companies which are going to make a streaming, which doing streaming or like any kind of communication services, you can buy. No. Market is going down. I shouldn't buy. And now Zoom is 20x. Like, oh my god.
Yeah, but that's only Zoom. That's only Zoom.
Oh, the only green asset I had. Well, I don't have many, but the only which is green is Ferrari. I don't know why. They don't do video conferencing at all.
Let me think. Why?
Maybe they have a group.
In Italy, it's really weird.
Well, it's American, I think. Well, I don't know where is the stock. I can check, but yeah, it's probably Italy. But I mean, they're the only one that are in my case. I mean, there's thousands more, but
yeah, I got out like totally a month ago. Yeah, because like I usually never do that. I'm like, the cardinal rule of investing is to keep it. Don't like shut down the news and just keep it.
But you did.
But I felt like this is something very wrong. There is something very wrong.
Yeah.
Well, I think the main rule is here that invest only the money that you are ready to lose, right?
Yeah, in my case, I didn't do that. Right? I had a mantra which called cash is trash. Don't keep cash. Just buy. Don't keep it. Put it somewhere.
Yeah,
And
you can put it somewhere, but investing is only one of the ways, right?
yeah, but
Now,
what else? What else?
now with this kind of graphs on unemployment, there's going to be a lot of people selling houses, more expensive houses than they can afford.
But even buying house is investment, right? Everything, if you do something with the money, is an
Yeah,
investment.
but it's nice to have money at the moment you can invest in a right way. I mean, yeah.
Dude, I have
I mean, trade investing in let's say kind of papers and all kinds of instruments. That's one, and yeah, buying a house or putting money into some seed stage startup is another way to invest. In the end, you're right.
Yeah, it's all investment. That's why I say you diversify, sure, but I didn't like to keep cash. Now, now I keep cash, just because you don't know how things will turn up. But
Yeah, and you buy a shotgun
toilet paper.
and some toilet paper.
Yeah, I recently read an article which was saying that the people were buying toilet paper because they have subconsciousness fear of being flushed in the toilet of a history. And they want to be like something really metaphoric, transcendental, buying toilet paper to be clean before we die as a species. The thing is, everyone needs a toilet paper, right? And then if you compare two shopping carts, after two guys are shopping for 1 month, but then everything could be different. The one drinks Coke, and another drinks whiskey, and one eat a lot of vegetables, another eat only raw meat. But then the toilet paper is going to be there for both. This is the trick. Everyone needs toilet paper, and it's huge. This is why it's so visible. There is no secret why it happens.
No, that's beyond my understanding. It's just crazy.
I've read another version. I will send the link to the chat now if it works out.
Yeah, sure.
Sorry, it's a Facebook image with a text.
The link is not clickable. Great job.
Yeah, it doesn't parse it as a link, actually. That's strange. It's just we're so much used to the other advanced chat software that it recognizes the link, but this one is not. Sorry, it's also in Russian, the explanation. Yeah. It's pretty stupid, but
a golden toilet.
Another idea why it was so actively bought, the toilet paper.
All right. I should know.
I mean, the last thing I had in my mind when I came here 2 weeks ago when I came, landed in the plane, that whole thing started exploding. Everybody was buying like crazy. And the last thing on my mind was toilet paper.
I guess so, yeah. No, in my case, it was like this, that maybe like a month ago, there was a very good discount in Walmart next to my house. So I bought a really huge pile, and I think we will not need it for another 2-3 months. It was really huge, and I bought it for like 5-6 euros. I thought it was nice, but now I look like a very a good investor.
yeah, good. You bought the right commodity.
This is a very real beer. It's just a beer.
Are you sure?
Pretty sure. This is going to be American brown. No, nothing special, but it works. And it's going to be a 6.4 of alcohol. Yeah.
Good
It's like
for
that bock I had yesterday. It was also 6.5. Really good.
Yeah, in Macedonia, there were like priests going on trucks, and then singing songs, and then like playing the flute against the virus.
To kind of facilitate the magic or something.
Yeah, and 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 in the middle of the lockdown, the quarantine, my friend is like calling me and telling me like, there is a priest. He rings on my door. He wants to come in and bless the house against the virus. I'm like, motherfucker.
Yeah, that's crazy what's happening. We had a case that Dennis probably read it in the news. In one of the regions, the lady who is like a head representative on immunology and like virusology and stuff, like healthcare related services in one of the regions of Russia. She was on holidays. Guess where in Italy? A week ago she came back, and she or maybe like 2 weeks, and then she made a couple of big meetings with her colleagues and the guys from like government of that region, explaining, yeah, we should be careful with this and that. And then she got fever and diagnosed with a virus. So now like half of the government of that region is quarantined.
Where is this?
It's south of Russia. But there's a problem that she didn't report.
Exactly the same thing happened in Macedonia. Exactly the same thing, but not the head of immunology, head of like for skin dermatology. So the same. Went to Italy, skied, fucking came back, and then went organized a symposium, invited all of the colleagues.
Yes, that's really funny. But it also shows, I mean, how connected the world became. I think if it was, let's say, 30 years ago, it was not that many people traveling everywhere. Like that's just my guess. I mean,
sure, but you need one person to come, and then slowly it will, speed up.
no, that's true. That's true. Well, of course, the very long period of this, how to say, incubation period. So basically, for 10 days, you go around and infect people while not even noticing it.
Yeah, fucking weird. I still can't believe, that this thing happened. I was I was traveling for 9 months. I was in Australia, Japan.
But have you been working, or you've been just chilling?
I've been working. Yeah, I've been working. I bought additional days, so I had like 45 days to spend, but the rest I was working.
Nice.
And then I came back, and I was like, okay, let me go again. Let's try to go to Macedonia now for a while. And now I'm fucking in my apartment. Everything is all borders are closed. All borders.
Yeah.
I cannot.
Really? You can't go anywhere?
Nowhere. Really, nowhere. I cannot go to Belgium.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah, Belgium was closed 1 week before already. Yeah.
Yeah,
because we have those daily update calls with the management, like one level higher and 2 levels higher. They do it in the like one day one guy, another one another guy, and they said in Belgium they closed it even last week already.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
So you can't get to Belgium even by car?
No.
Crazy! I was going to Belgium. That was actually my idea was to go to one of the villages next to Luxembourg and just sit there for a few days, like how anyone during the zombie apocalypse would do, is go to a village and then sit there. No, it's not going to happen. Fact.
Get a shotgun.
I don't. Do you?
And a dog, a German Shepherd.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Yeah. Guys, I want to probably go get something to drink or maybe eat. I'll try to reconnect in some minutes, but in case if I'm not, talk to you later.
Yes.
Sure, man.
It's nice to meet you, man. Hope we meet each other in real life at some point.
Yes.
Yeah, hopefully in a few weeks. Yeah.
IRL.
Yeah, hopefully. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
So, yeah.
How was your trip, man? How was Bali?
Bali. No, just a second. I'm going to take a napkin. Bali is a paradise.
That's so cliche, man. So cliche.
Yeah, no, it's very good, man. You've been there, right?
No, I haven't. I never went to Bali.
Yeah. Fuck, you've been to so many places, but not Bali.
Yeah. I try not to. Yeah, actually, but no. Actually, when I was traveling, this like whatever 8 months or whatever it was, I actually just spent time in three countries only. I like to stay and experience the country. Rather than try to move too much.
It's luxury.
Yeah. So, and I was planning to go to Japan again, like next month. But
Your plan was?
that was my plan, yeah. But now Japan is closed for Europe, and Europe is for Japan, so maybe in 2 months I'll try again.
No, man, I think it's going to last for way longer.
No, but they cannot stop people traveling.
It's going to take way longer than all we expect, I think.
No, the whole thing will take, but it's gonna come and go. It's gonna be always like this, It's gonna be wait.
You mean the sickness?
Yeah.
Yeah, the sickness is going to be there, and there might be some windows you can travel, but maybe not. And
I think it's gonna open up, and you know what they're gonna do? My guess is that you're gonna have to get a medical certificate from your doctor, or you're gonna get a test at the border. Like whether you are either free from the virus, or, had it before. Because now they're developing tests to see if you had a antibody on the virus. So
man, it's a really, really good plan. You should go into politics with it.
Yeah. No, but South Korea started doing that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. We just need more tests. We need to ramp up on the testing. Once we ramp up on the testing, everything goes back to normal, but you're going to get tested at every fucking point. Get tested. You want to go there, get tested. So it's going to be like that.
Yeah.
Because especially Japan hates closing borders. They didn't want to postpone the Olympics. They were like,
oh yeah, that's terrible. I think they lost.
No, it's fine. It's gonna be okay. Don't worry. Come, And people were like, Japan. So, but yeah, they're not gonna close, but they're gonna figure out a system. The Japanese. I think if we let them do the Olympics, they could even do it. They will just scale up on testing and gonna test everybody. So.
Well, on one hand, yes. On the other hand, they can be overcrowded with sick people in hospitals, and then the whole country is just full of sick ones. Yeah.
Yeah. Where are you now? Where are you living, man?
Same place, Amsterdam North.
Okay.
No.
I was thinking of buying a place when I came here.
Okay.
Yeah, I was thinking of buying a place, and I started even looking some places in North, but then the whole virus started, and I said, like, okay, let me.
It's a really interesting situation because people see something is happening, and it's happening for enough of time for people to start reacting. So I'm tracking because I was going to change my apartment. I did a renovation, and like the idea was, I increased the price after renovation. I increased the price like almost by 80,000. By fact it's now new and shiny, and yeah. So the plan was to sell, and I was tracking for last 2 months how many I put this Zook Obdracht on Funda, and I'm getting daily updates. And like if months ago it was 5, 7, 8, very rarely 10 apartments on sale in my range, and my range is 300 to 700, and then everything which is bigger than 75 meters. And normally it was okay from 5 to 10. Now it's from 15 to 25. So it's almost twice a day more apartments.
Yeah, people. They're like trying to cash in. Cash
I
out.
already see that many apartments are actually dropping price. So initial price was 7 to 5. Now it's 699 because like the 699 like no. I think if you try to negotiate now, you can get even like 650.
I even went to one apartment, in the middle of the crisis. I was like, okay, you know what? Now at least I'm not gonna. I was gonna try to do that, to like bring the price down. But again, someone offered more than the asking price, and I was like, okay, that guy is ridiculous, So I'm just not gonna touch. Not that makes my decision very clear.
Yeah, I can imagine some people still doing that, but it's not going to last for a long time. Like so many people are going to lose job and business.
Yeah, but depends. Depends on a lot of cases, and it's not going to happen immediately. These things takes time.
Surprisingly, it hits very, very quickly because if you think about that, you work for IT, basically IT, and then IT is nearly not hit by the crisis. But if you work for Horeca, which is huge in Amsterdam, it's just destroyed. There is nothing. There is zero money. And if you are manager of a restaurant, and if your husband is or otherwise is a chief, you just don't have money at all, like zero.
Yeah, but do you have a support for these 3 months?
Well, first of all, the touristic stream is not going to recover that quick. So even now they sell. Okay, in the months we open the border, it's going to the touristic flow is going to be back like in October.
Yeah.
How many people should survive without a salary or without income until the time? And many people run restaurants or this kind of touristic businesses just as a pen. They're not going to, even they can get some insurance by the end. It doesn't mean that they're doing that well that they can pay for apartment right now. Or many people invested in the apartments, like, okay, let's invest in the apartment which is being built, and we will sell it after in 2 years. I think, so basically people just have spare money, and now money is gone. They have to sell.
It is nobody can guess what will happen because it is an unprecedented situation. This never happened before, not at this level. So all of a sudden, like Horeca is killed, like stopped. They say like unemployment rate in as you mentioned, right? It's gonna shoot up to 20% in the US. It's gonna be a recession for sure, but no, even the IT is hit. I mean, everybody is hit.
Maybe. I don't know. We don't feel like our revenue is definitely growing. I think, the project I'm still working on, in a company, we are getting even more finances, and then because what we are doing games, casino games, which do not require these dealers to be run. As the whole company is running these live games, like there is a lady which is dealing in front of camera, and they have shitload of these ladies. But now, like people, and what if ladies are getting sick? Like if all our ladies are sick, and now we can't make money, and we are just dropped out of business for months. It literally means like millions of losses. And okay, it's really good to invest in the department which can make this without a croupier. Maybe IT is hit, but
I was like talking to my friend, and he said like, our if your IT is tight, let's say Booking.com is an IT company, more or less, right?
Yeah, but I think Booking.com saves so much of money basically, so they just can be.
Yeah, they can survive, but they are gonna be hit. So even Philips is hit. So the share price of Philips, without any reason, right? Philips builds respirators, the things that are mostly in demand right now.
Yeah.
But Philips stock price went down 30%.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah. How do you explain that?
Just pessimism on the market.
Yeah, exactly. And as a result, Philips started creating. No, of course, there is disruption in the supply chain. So now you cannot produce the toothbrushes and the personal devices and everything, right? But again, it's a medical company. They should survive. It's a huge company,
Yeah.
As a result, they said like, okay, we have to. So there is a hire freeze, like throughout the whole world. Philips is not hiring.
Really?
Yeah. I was very surprised about that move because this is not only here; this is like everywhere in the world.
Yeah.
Stop hiring, and then what's your plan to get, yearly raises for certain grades? Like we have grades in the company. For certain grade 70 and above, you don't get a raise.
Mm-hmm.
It's delayed to October. So it is hit. Even Philips is hit. If Philips is hit, everybody at some point,
Yeah, but you said it correctly. I have a friend who's a recruiter, and that there are quite a lot of recruiters around in Amsterdam. Also, Amsterdam is kind of one of recruiters' hubs. Every company stopped hiring. Yeah, it's just basically you can imagine how many people doing recruiting business, and now also.
Yeah, that's terrible. Terrible. Freelance recruiters are also very hit right now.
Yeah, but this is an opportunity. It's definitely. I was looking at some apartments. Like there is a district of new apartments on North, bigger ones, like a townhouses built next to a metro station of North.
Oh, really?
Yeah, actually quite nice place. There's a North station, not the northern park I live in now, but the last one.
What's the name?
It's like still 2 metro stations from the central station. There's nothing. And it's still there. You can buy it's way cheaper. It's like 4,000 per square meters approximately.
Yeah. No, I was like convinced that I'm gonna buy, and this time I buy because I don't want to rent, and I was just renting, and I was traveling. There was no one in my apartment. For it was like the most stupid thing ever. But then I couldn't get out of it, and if I get out of it, then I was like.
Have you had an idea of renting it out with Airbnb or something?
Not allowed. They're fucking some right, and they don't allow. So.
Yeah.
So that's not allowed. I cannot sub-rent it, and I said, okay, maybe I should get out. But then, where do I register? Where is gonna put my stuff? And I said, like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna 10,000. This 10,000, I'm gonna throw away, it's not gonna change my life.
Yeah.
It's so fuck it, you know.
But now renting is getting way easier.
Yeah.
Renting is not, it's not like a year ago. They built a lot of rental housing, so the renter is going down. On the north, you can get a decent 80 square meters apartment in a new building for 1.4 approximately. I mean it's not that bad, but you're also having a nice one, so it's not. But you don't have a problem if you go out. Then you can find something. And it's not a catastrophe to lose an apartment now.
Yeah. That's why I said, like, you know what? That just. But yeah, I wanted to buy. I really wanted to switch rent for a mortgage rate. But I'll wait now.
How's it going with your plan of buying in Macedonia?
Oh, I have 4.
4.
Yeah.
And are you renting them out or?
There, I mean, I have 4 1 year ago. You know. Bought 4 3 1 year ago, and then the last one I bought it maybe 6 months ago. So I have 4, and they're all fully rented. You know, so
nice.
My brother managing them, and I mean.
How do you pay income tax? So you just?
I declare them here as my assets. And here there is no rental income as direct, but there is like something which is called deemed rental value of the apartment. So you get on that. And then basically if they come to you as an asset, then you kind of put them in the box 3, you know, like the one which is your investments and savings and stuff like that.
Yeah, I see.
But box 3 is still free for me and probably for you because it's still a 30% ruling, but from next year it's gonna go away. So
yes, for me also, from the 1st of January.
1st of January, me too. How long did you have it?
8 years by then is going to be. Yeah, it's not that bad. Yeah, I mean I'm prepared at this point, probably.
Yeah, I had it 9 years. I wanted to, supposed to have it 10, but 1 year is cut. It's okay, no problem.
Yeah, a lot of pissed off, like we're paying you.
I was like, okay, no problem. Even when the first said they're gonna cut it like to 8 years, I said like, okay, sure, it's fine. It's enough, you know. With this, I took a mortgage, then I sold my apartment, then I had cash, then I pay 0 tax on capital gains. It's fine, no worry, you know. But then they were like, okay, now 9, and I see like some of my colleagues, they're pissed off. I was like, oh, bastards! It was like, come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on, it's like 9 years.
We're wasting so much money on going home, like every day.
Yeah.
Like, in addition to going to vacation, you have another vacation which is mandatory, and it's not that much of a pleasure. Like, okay, you see your relatives for 1 day, and then you just paid for a travel. For you, it's still cheap, but for me, it's like a disaster. Every time I go to Russia, to Crimea, I waste like 2,000 euros or something, just
Really?
because it's sanctions there. So they put sanctions to prevent me, like to make me to waste my money. I go through Russia, through Moscow, and this is normally, or through Istanbul. But anyways, it's like 2 jumps, and it's I mean it's never easy. The ticket is normally 600 both ways, but I have to go with a kid. So for me, it's like just tickets are more than 1,000, and then
Yeah, money, man. Money is always going to be spent. At least one positive side of this quarantine now is that I'm not spending a lot of money.
No.
To like go out and like, oh, whatever, I eat out or like restaurants. But now I'm
the main thing that your bank is still there after the crisis, because it might happen that it just disappears. Hopefully not.
What? My what?
Bank can be shut down. Like, I mean, something happens, and
Yeah.
I had it once. No, not here, of course. Not with ABN AMRO, ING. No.
Yeah. No, they're okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Have you seen Dutch love? The Dutch people love the money they have, and I'm sure that it's going to be okay with banks. But let me find it. This is amazing. Like, really, it's really something which is about Dutch people. No, not this one. Yeah, this. Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly like that. Yeah. That's the way to do it. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see when you know what's the problem now? I cannot even go back to Macedonia, if I want now.
Yeah. But I don't think that land borders are closed. I think it's only about flights.
No, wait. I gave up the Macedonian passport.
I got what you mean.
So I'm only Dutch now, right? So borders are closed for non-Macedonian citizens. But even if I want, so I have to drive there. Come on, that's ridiculous. So.
But does it make sense to go there? Like, I mean, just aside from you having an apartment there.
Yeah, no sense. I was even thinking to stay there because I got caught up there. I was doing some business with my brother, and then I caught up there, and I was like, really, like my brain was totally split. Whether to wait in Macedonia or whether to wait here.
Yeah.
And I said, like in Macedonia,
you pay 1,000 euros for apartment, one and something. Or it's just a more expensive place for you to be here.
Yeah. I was gonna have to pay it here anyway. So, but then my friend lives in a very beautiful, village place, like Ohrid. I don't know whether you know. Like,
yeah, I know Ohrid, of course. Yeah, it's very good. So yeah, I understand. Okay. Yeah, maybe Ohrid.
Maybe just like stay there, work from there. He has like a beautiful view over the lake.
Yeah, it's spring now, man. Yeah, I understand you.
Yeah.
I would think twice as well.
But then I was like, and they introduced martial law, right? I don't know how it's called.
The martial law, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and I said, like, okay, it's beautiful, but then nothing is open, right? And when nothing is open, it's not so beautiful. Ohrid is not Ohrid without the people, without the food, without the music, without the drinking,
Yeah, I can imagine. But still, there is a lot of nature. You can just go.
Yeah. No, my main in the way then, and it was like, okay, you know what? I realized that this is, and I started getting pressuring because they were like signs that they're gonna close the airport, and flights started getting canceled, and everything. I was even thinking maybe I go to Istanbul, because Istanbul was like I always liked it, and then there was not a lot of cases, but then a few days later, even Istanbul said like no flights to anywhere, to Netherlands. And I said like, fuck, okay, I would have gotten stuck there. So I said, you know what, just fucking book a flight and go, go and stay in your apartment. And that's what I did. Right, I need to put a charger on. Can you hear me? You cannot hear me? You cannot hear me.
It's my microphone. Yes, welcome back.
Yeah, it's going down.
Yeah, I'm going to clean a bit here. Your delivery works surprisingly well.
Yeah, well, no traffic, so.
Yeah.
So how are you killing your time? What are you doing?
Sorry?
How are you killing your time? What are you doing?
Movies, Tinder.
Tinder? What are you doing on Tinder, man?
Well, I'm
Are you
chatting
meeting
with people.
people?
Chatting.
Okay, chatting, yeah. Not meeting, huh?
Well, no, of course. Well, but then it opens.
I was thinking whether I should meet. I was like, because I just before that, I had like few dates, and I was like, okay, I'm going to Macedonia. I'm gonna be there for like a bit, then I'll come back, and then we continue.
You press it, yes.
And then like some of them were like, maybe it's a good idea, And I'm like, I don't know.
Well, it really depends what you're going to do. Just walking 1.5 meters from each other should be quite safe, but then something more.
For closer now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's really characterizes another person, like maybe adventurous, but maybe just not responsible. Huh? Like if you do that, so it's a really like fluky foundation for a relationship. Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah, but also, like going to the supermarket is more dangerous.
Yes.
Yeah, because
Yes.
like 1,000 people go in that market every day. The people that are serving there, they have contact with like almost half of Amsterdam, So actually picking few people and having only contact with them is less risky than doing this.
Yeah, that's true. But going to supermarket is a necessity, nearly a necessity. Yeah, okay, it was necessity. Yeah, I'm taking my words back.
Yeah. No, so weird situations. But how do you get your groceries? Do you go to the supermarket?
I just go to the supermarket. So far, so good. Like, yeah, it's not very crowded there. and also I wash hands like straight away. I went out of a supermarket. I have my gel. Yeah, this kind of activity. But I'm considering some delivery. The only problem is that I would get really depressed without any kind of sensible movement. Like,
Yeah, of
what do
course.
you do except going to for a grocery? I probably walk into the park. I can do it like once a week, maybe twice a week, but doing it more often, like, no, probably. Yeah, just running, groceries. This is my normal activities. If I drop them, I just get crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, movies really help, and yeah, and working.
Yeah, distractions. Yeah. No, I ride my bike. I take the bike and then I go to like a small town here because I have the van move, and then that one can go like whatever, you know. So
Yeah, I'm
so
going.
it's,
I think this weekend I'm going somewhere by bike.
yeah.
Yeah, it's bad that they closed all restaurants, so you need to take food with you. But normally I go to some restaurant in a small town, and then I have lunch there, and then going back. It's not going to work anymore until I ask for a delivery to this town. I'm riding my bike, and then a guy on a motorbike,
Yeah, you can just like stand in front of a house, just read the address and say like,
yes,
come, you know,
yeah, fine.
it's here. Yeah, there you go. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
movies are fun. I'm not sure if I would recommend anything I watched. Or maybe, yeah, there is a. Have you seen Prospect? Prospect. Uh,
prospect.
yeah, I'll find it.
Netflix,
It's science fiction.
but on where do you watch it?
Well, I think just something like Prospect Watch Online.
Ah, okay. Okay, so no Netflix, no streaming service.
Nah, I'm not sure if this movie is on Netflix. Really, it's like some science fiction art house.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it is. Like, it's very aesthetical. It's a cassette futurism, and I think the design there is made very well. Designed for suits, for spaceships, weapons is very nice. Very fresh. Well, what else? I have my list. Oh, this what was Beasts of No Nation. Yeah, this one. This one is really amazing. You know, it's about in Africa. There are a lot of civil warfare happening, like small armies fighting each other in the same country. And yeah, in the same country it could be like 5, 4, 3 armies fighting. And this movie explains how soldiers of this war actually yeah, how people are getting involved in this war on it's filmed about a small boy who lost the family, and then he got into one of armies. It's very nice.
Yeah, okay, thanks. And the other one is called Prospect?
Prospect, I also dropped you a trailer, and then you can
Did you? Oh, you did.
yeah, a bit about should
Cool.
we or
We'll find a way to get on.
yeah, YouTube.
Oh, it's a new one.
The boss is not very old. The Prospect is newer, I think.
Yeah, 2018 it says.
I think many people just doing some education, online courses, but I still not pick the course for myself. I think I'm doing still too much for a job. I should just have a rest.
Yeah.
So,
I have a PlayStation. Sometimes I just kill time by playing a game or something.
yeah, it's not bad. I probably should start doing some game.
Yeah. Yeah.
What are of a new gaming blockbusters?
Huh?
Any new gaming blockbusters? Like
Well,
anything?
no. Just like I was playing one game, and because usually if this doesn't happen, I get like, oh fuck it, I'm not gonna waste my time, and just drop it, right?
Yeah.
And now I picked it up again. It's like a strategy game. It's called XCOM. And,
Oh yeah, that's a good one. I know it.
XCOM 2. It's amazing. So
Yeah. Yeah, I know this game. Oh, it's on Steam. How can I play it? Well, man,
XCOM or XCOM 2?
XCOM 2, yes. Yes. Oh my god. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
No, it's a great game. It's really great, and it's really challenging. So it's like playing chess. It's like.
But I think I already was playing it. I'm pretty sure I was. Until my account is. It was the only game I was playing on Steam, actually. But it's pretty hard.
It is very hard, and that's the fucking. I think I dropped it because it was so fucking hard, and I said like, okay, this is fucking ridiculous. But now I started it again, and I learned more stuff, more things.
Yeah.
And now I'm like barely managing, But that's the challenge in this game, because that's like it's not forgiving. Once you make a mistake and you go in a different direction, that's it, because you're the resistance against the enemy. And once you make one or two mistakes, then like you cannot recover. That's it. You're fucked. You just need to start again.
Exactly. This is why I dropped it. I got in the situation when I had no resources for I mean, I had resources, but I was not able to run my business at the speed which was required to compete with aliens.
And then they won. Yeah, the aliens won. Yeah. That's the thing about it. Everybody goes, but then you kind of learn how you can make things better. And once you do that, now you're kind of balancing. You're always like just barely managing. But that's the thing with the game. You're the resistance. They have the advantage. They rule the world, so you have to struggle a bit. It doesn't come easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's really, really good on PlayStation as well. It's just perfect.
No, I'm playing on my Mac.
Probably the same. Yeah.
Yeah, it works. I'm interested what's going to be the performance on my current Mac, because I was playing on the one from 2014 and it was not very good. I think this one should be slightly better. Yeah, the Steam is a bit paranoid. I'm trying to log in. They're sending me.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, yeah. I have the game still. Oh, and I probably have my savings.
I think you should try it again from the beginning. Otherwise,
yeah, maybe. Yeah, that's a good mission for tonight.
Yeah, like do one mission because it's like turn-based, right? It's a strategy. It's
Yeah.
like you kind of do something, maybe do one mission, and then just like okay, and then you pick it up maybe next day, try one mission again. It's like
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's pity Sergey didn't join us. I was
Yeah.
I called him initially, but I think he had some plans to walk with Skeet and to run, so he was like very maybe next time.
Yeah, maybe next time. Yeah, but it's a great idea. It's a good idea.
Yeah, we probably should do it again if this crisis.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, let's do it again.
Yeah, the only thing we shouldn't get addicted because it's so fucking comfy that you just don't leave your apartment and you drink with people and like somewhere, and it just can make us a very very lazy bastards.
This utopian thing, and like
exactly, but it's getting there. Yeah, we see it.
Maybe the government is just pushing us to go there. Yeah, so fucking weird. But yeah, once this virus started, like online is the only way. That's it.
Yeah, that's true.
Yep. Okay, I'm gonna try another. Since I mentioned XCOM, I'm gonna try another mission now.
Yeah, man, me too. I'm going to XCOM.
Commander, hey, let's do this again.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, keep in touch, man. Okay, bye.